Hello, my name is Freddie, and welcome to my first lesson on learning how to program in C++. Okay, so first step, the first thing you'll need is a compiler program in which you can do all your programming. I have CodeBlocks, which I recommend you get. You can just go on Google to download it, and go into Google search engine, type in CodeBlocks, and you'll find it. You can download it easy. Okay, so let's go into CodeBlocks. Okay, first thing you need to do when you come to this page, go to create a new project, click on console application, go next, please language you want to use, of course we're using C++, next, project title, I shall click programming in C++. Yeah, I'll keep the file in my user folder. Click next. You don't need to change anything on this page, and finish. Okay, and you get a blank page which you can't write anything on. I mean, you can try clicking it, but nothing will happen. So go to sources, open it up, click main CPP. You get a ready-made page for you. Okay, now what I want you to do is check that it's working. Go to build and run. It's a shortcut, and you'll get hello world. Okay, press any key to continue, come back, and now let's break this down. The first thing you have here, include IOStream. This is essential, okay? Since you're just starting out and learning how to program in C++, I'll tell you that any program you're making, you always start with include IOStream. That has to be the first thing that you write, okay? Without it, everything underneath will not work, okay? I'll just give you a quick example. If I try to build that, see, you get errors. So, and you see this lets you know there's an error, okay? So without include IOStream, all of your program will be useless, okay? Now next, using namespace std. Okay? This is basically just a shortcut, okay? And if I removed this, I would have to use std and again, okay? Yep, 0 errors. Without using namespace, you'll have to type this phrase after every statement. So you have the statement here, and again for even just this little bit here, okay? And that just takes up a lot more time than necessary. I'd always have to keep worrying about it. So I'll just remove those and put back using namespace std. And this just removes the need to always put std after every statement, okay? And also after every statement you'll need to have, or after every code line you need to have this semicolon, okay? The semicolon is supported as well, and again without the semicolon nothing will work. Take it away. Build failed, 1 error, okay? So expected semicolon before int. So it's telling you that it expects your semicolon, okay? There you go. Build it again. Okay. I'm not going to go into explaining int main at first, like right now. We'll get into it into a further lesson, but just know that you have to have int main, okay? So when you're writing your program, when you try writing your program yourself after this lesson, make sure you have these three down. They're the first three things you type, okay? That should just be automatic. You don't even need to think about those. And then next thing you do is you put in, so if I just take that away, take this away, you know it is, you just put, you need to type 1 in, okay? Just one bracket, and they both appear, okay? So you don't need to worry about these connecting lines, so let's just type the one bracket and then they both appear. Let me just undo what I have done. So we're back to here, okay? Now, this means, this cout means console output, okay? So when you want to output something, when you want your program to output something, when you want to display something, you type cout or you use cout. So your cout always has to be followed by 2 lesser than symbols, and then here we have hello world. If you want to output words, you always have to put the words in speech marks, okay? And again, same with the brackets, you just press the one speech mark button and both of them will appear. You just write what you want to in between the speech brackets, okay? And then after every line, you always have to put end L, okay? This means end line. But again, because this is separate from the speech marks, you're going to put another 2 lesser than symbols. So yeah, this is another output. It's an output separate to this. And what end line does, it means that anything you do after this will be on a new line, okay? My example being, if I then wanted to do another cout, okay, my speech marks, I put hello world, hello Freddy. Okay. And remember, semicolon, always remember the semicolon. Build, yep, no errors, run, hello world, hello Freddy. You'll see they're on 2 different lines. Now if I take away end line and I build and run, see, hello world, hello Freddy on the same line, okay? So that is what and L is for, okay? So I'll put that back, and L, and always remember semicolon at the end of the line, and then we can take away this. Oops. Take away the semicolon there, okay? We can remove this too, and now return 0. This goes hand in hand with int main. Anytime you use int main, you always have to, this has to be the last thing you write, okay? So always remember to have return 0 and again semicolon, okay? So that's it for your first lesson. Remember, whenever you think, anytime you want to output something, you want the program to display something, you always use cout, okay? Always use end line if you want to start a new line. When you're first opening your program, you want to do a new program, first things you write, include IOStream. Remember, your program will not work without include IOStream. Using namespace std, yeah, that's a shortcut, remember, otherwise you have to keep typing std after every statement, and int main, okay? So again, just hello world, hello Freddy. That was because I haven't rebuilt it, okay? So, build, 0 errors, hello world. There we go. Thank you for listening. In the next lesson, I shall be going over inputs, variables, and data types. I'll do a bit on data types. Okay. Thank you for listening and watching, and I hope you've learned something.